All right,
Let's
welcome
go.
back to the podcast. All right, on today's episode of Game Talk, we have many different topics to talk about, so let's just get right into it. But our first one is going to be basically about PC. So, before we start about the entire topic, Spent and me both play on PC. Alpha's a console kid. I know, brain dead.
It's now on
But
PS5, so it's cool.
yeah, he's on PS5. So me and Spent know a little bit about who just stole my Saint. Okay. All right, hold on. Forget about the game. Forget about the game. All right, but we know a little bit about PCs.
I
Spent,
know.
what is your PC build? If you even know
I
it, I don't. You obviously you don't know it.
I didn't build it.
You didn't build. Oh yeah, Spin bought a pre-built, so that takes his
Yeah,
knowledge from like a 10 to maybe a
that
3.
was a
But
custom.
mine is just it's like an average beginner one. Uh, just 1660 Super for my GPU, 16
That's
gigabytes of RAM, which
that's a
is
good starter.
it's all right for a starter. And then my CPU was the Ryzen 7 3700X, I think. Yeah, all right. And then my motherboard was, I honestly can't remember. I think it was the MB4 or MB4. I mean, no, the B or the DSEH B440 or something. I don't feel like trying to recite the entire thing right now. But PC, is it worth it? It's gonna be our first
What is
topic.
this?
Is it
Yeah,
worth it?
like a whole entire setup can range to like $1,000 to like
Well,
five
mine
thousand
don't
dollars.
cost me like $930 or 950.
Wow.
And
Uh,
that's like a good, like that's like not mid range. That's not mid
oh,
range at all. That's like a good starting PC.
that's
So
pretty good.
PC is very expensive, but it I from my switch, which I switched in December from console to PC, and so I've had PC for about maybe I think it's about to be 3 months that I've had my PC.
For
And
me, it's
I would
been
definitely say it was worth it. Yeah, Spent has had his for like over a year, I think. I would
yeah, since
100% say it's worth it.
2019, and
But that's mostly because actually, well, yeah, I'd say it was worth it. Like, there's a lot more games on PC. While there are some games on console that you can't really play on PC, there's not that many, and some of them are limited
like
to console
Valorant.
itself. Well, no, I'm talking about console games that you can't play on PC. There is, yeah, like I'm saying, there's a lot of games that on PC that console can't handle or that are just like not on console, like Valorant. Like this is like the console Valorant is what we're calling it now. This gameplay that y'all are seeing, we call
Yeah,
it, which
25
is
more.
we'll get into this topic later. Uh, but like I said, what's it called? Yeah, I say PC's worth it because, like I said, a lot more games. And while there are some like Spider-Man, which is on console, but that's only on one console, so that's also restricted. So I don't really think you can count that as one of the downs because it's restricted no matter what. Even if you're on console, if you're on Xbox, it's still restricted to only PS4. So I don't know why it's like that. Honestly, I think with the Spider-Man game, they could have made it for Xbox One or at least PC, but they just chose not to.
Yeah,
I don't think it had anything to do with the console itself. They just chose not to, which I did not like that they did that. They were honestly
yeah.
just being scumbags by doing that. I don't agree with it.
Honestly, I feel like PlayStation wants to like be their whole entire separate thing without like Xbox, and they're not willing to share anything.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they're just trying to get back at Xbox. But honestly, I don't play like Xbox has some. We talked about this on our last podcast. Xbox has some good exclusives, which they have like two. I think they have Sea of Thieves, which is actually a really good game. Because I don't think. Wait, do y'all have Sea of Thieves? No, right?
No, but No. I was
No,
gonna
I
get
don't
it.
think y'all don't have
But
Roblox, but that's also on PC and
I
mobile.
feel like most of the PlayStation exclusives are super good, like
Yeah,
God of
like God of
War, The
War,
Last of Us.
Uncharted. Yeah.
Yeah, those are all super well made games. Like even the new Spider-Man game that I finished,
Both Spider-Man
it
games are really
actually
good.
didn't have no storyline, but it was pretty fast to finish. But it's still
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I say PS4 definitely wins when it comes to exclusives. But PC wins when pretty much any other way. Like if we're not talking about exclusives, PC has thousands and thousands of games. We're talking about the specs and how good PC can work. PCs obviously. There's no way that in no world does console ever beat PC when it comes to the actual gameplay. Because PC obviously, it's literally known because it's you can make a super beefy PC while you can't really do much on console. It just depends on the PC that you're making itself. So when it comes to specs and things like that, I definitely think PC takes the lead. But when it comes to certain games, like exclusives, I think console has that. But other than that, I think PC is definitely worth it. It depends on how much you're willing to spend to game. Because most people, like some people, are just happy with, okay, I have an Xbox, I'll play it when I get home from work sometimes, and that's it. But people who actually like to game, they were like, okay, well, console gamers. I'm not saying they're not real gamers, but they do have a little bit. They can still do a lot of things. It's just PC is more for like serious gaming. Like where
Yeah, like
you're
if
gonna
you want
play
to
it a
go
lot
pro.
because you're not gonna buy a PC to barely play it. I mean, some people do buy PCs not just for gaming. Also, like they might need it for school, work, whatever. But myself, I mostly bought it just for gaming because I knew it'd be a step up from console. Well, like
Yeah, sure.
okay, here let's get into the whole because we did yesterday about the controllers. Uh,
Yeah,
Keyboard and mouse.
controller.
Let's get into keyboard and mouse versus controller. I say
Yeah.
keyboard and mouse is a little bit harder to learn, but I think it's worth it because on controller you have a certain amount of buttons. On PC you have so many buttons. Of course, you're not gonna use all of them because you don't want to reach across the mouse to press backspace to jump. I mean, obviously not. But you have a lot more just in your range alone. So I think that's definitely, but it is a much weirder feel than a controller. Everyone knows, everyone's pretty much used to controller. Most people, I don't think anyone really started gaming on a PC. I think most people started normally like on a controller and stuff like that.
I
But
like it on an iPad.
yeah, most people like I think I didn't start gaming. Like I really started gaming, I guess you can say, on an iPad, but that wasn't really gaming. It was just like those ads that you get, and I'll just
For
like
me,
play
I
those
I
weird
started on
ads.
PC.
You
I
started on
start
PC?
I wasn't too good, and I
me.
didn't really like
Oh
it.
wait, I did start on PC. Now that I wait, did I? Yeah, I think I did. It was just like
I
a very
started.
terrible PC, and the only thing I played was like Minecraft, and I sucked at that.
Yeah.
No,
Same.
I think I might have started on Xbox 360. Either one. I
I
can't remember
started
which
on
one came
I started
first.
on like the Nintendo Wii. On the
Oh
Wii.
yeah, DS. I started on
Oh
DS.
yeah. Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people
Yeah.
usually
Because
starts on
Wii was
DS and
out
stuff.
before
Yeah,
I started.
I think my first console ever was the DS.
Yeah, same.
That was my first, and
My
then I
first
got
like
My
real.
my
I don't think that's considered a console, is it?
my first
no,
real
it
console
is.
is probably the Wii. I had it and it broke, sadly, and it was honestly really fun.
Okay.
And I actually feel like the Switch is kind of a updated version of the Wii. Like, this is
No,
my
I think the
opinion.
Wii U I think it's literally the updated version of the Wii. But like,
But the
I
Wii
can
U
see
was
what you're
the
talking
fail
about.
version. It
It
was the
didn't
Yeah,
fail.
fail. It would.
Yes,
I
it
wouldn't
did
say it failed.
actually.
it definitely did.
I would not say it failed. I liked the Wii U when it first came out. It might have failed. I didn't really hear much about it after it first came out. I stopped listening into it, but maybe it did fail. I don't know. I don't really check up on Nintendo anymore. Like after they released the Switch, I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't really care about Nintendo that much, so I honestly
Hmm.
stopped checking up on Nintendo and their stuff. But as from what I can tell, Nintendo's. I mean, obviously, it's still a great company. I mean,
Yeah.
they started basically the gaming like with all the things,
Yeah,
but
Nintendo's like in everyone's childhood and probably still chasing them
yeah.
after adulthood. Like,
Yeah, because a
cause
lot of
my
people
aunt.
still love Smash Bros, Zelda, classics like that are like literally. Some people will grow. Most people grew up on games like that, so
Yeah.
it's a big part of a lot of people's gaming. I guess like childhoods, careers, whatever you want to call it. But
Hmm.
yeah, so
Oh,
I would 100%
also,
say that PC is worth it. It just depends though. It's literally, it's like an opinion. It honestly depends on the person themselves.
yeah, you have to have a lot of skill to back up with the PC because with the PC you can't just get good. It's not you just get a PC and you just become good.
I mean, that's quite literally what it was like for me, kind of. Or not, no. I didn't get good because I got a PC. I became. I don't know how to explain it. I think I. How do I explain it?
I
Um,
feel like PC, like
I
you
definitely
might get
got more
better
skill.
controls.
No, I didn't get better instantly. But now that I've played it for a little bit, I feel like I'm way better than I was on Xbox. But I didn't get skill
You
instantly. In fact, I was worse when I first got PC. But I think it takes a little bit more time. But I think the progress bar is a lot higher for your potential skill, is what I'm trying to say, basically.
Yeah.
Most of my friends switched to PC. Like you switched to PC, Spen switched to PC, and my friend Tobias switched to PC. And it's just like everyone's switching to PC, and I kind of want to switch as well, but I don't know.
I think I honestly, I mean, probably because it would be a lot easier. I mean, okay, let's talk about video wise or like editing or things like that. Don't just gaming. It is so much easier to edit on PC than it ever was. Because my old videos, I used to edit them on mobile. I don't even know if y'all know that, but my old videos were edited on
Okay.
mobile. And the
Did
one
you see
time
his
that I
old
actually,
intro? They're hilarious. I
yeah.
literally look.
Jeez. And then
It was literally from
like
like
every time that I did upload or edit on my I would edit on a laptop sometimes. And that was like a school laptop. It sucked. And I would have a watermark on like all my videos. It was a weird time. It was a very, very weird time. But I'd say PC is definitely better when it comes to editing. Like it's not just for gaming. You could obviously get one because like photo editors, most of them have like a either good laptop or a good PC.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
so
feel
it's
like
not you.
it's
I
so
mean,
easy to
it's
edit on.
multi-purpose. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like laptops are more meant for like
Yeah, more
editing.
professional, or not really professional, but more like less gaming. I feel like you wouldn't buy a laptop for serious gaming
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's just not really
There
smart.
are some laptops for that though. Like
There
I've
are some
seen some
very beefy like I've seen some really good laptops before. I just don't
like
think
they're like
in
three
general
hundred
that most
dollars
people
and
would
they're
do
the
that.
same like thing as a PC, and
Yeah,
that's really crazy to me. I I think that's like I've seen some people play on that, and that's just so cool.
yeah.
It's pretty OP. Like
In my opinion,
also,
I think PC's worth everything about it.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
I
it's
think it's
good.
kind of biased because we're both PC players. But I mean,
True, but
no, is it
I
really
was more
biased? No, I don't think so because we both came from the same console.
yeah. I
Yeah,
came
I think anyone who switches to PC is pretty much gonna say it's worth it. But anyone who's on console would be like, that's way too much money. But once they actually make the switch, they'll be like, okay, I think it was maybe worth it. But it all just depends. Like if you don't have the money, console's great. Like there's nothing wrong with console. I'm just saying, it's PC's a better experience when it comes to gaming. But if you
yeah,
have the
everyone
money
has
or
their
you
like
don't
opinion.
feel like spending the money on a PC, I say consoles. I mean, of course, console's the next best thing. But it's not like it's far below. Actually, I mean, it's a good other choice. It's a good first choice. Most people always start off with like their first time gaming. Almost everyone starts off with a console. So yeah, but if you ever like really want to take it to the next step, don't buy the next generation because they can only get so much better. So you buying the next generation and thinking that's gonna be like the equivalent to like switching to PC, like that's how much better your gameplay is gonna get. It's not. I mean, it will increase. Like definitely, I think they made a big step by doubling the frames per second they can get on some games. It's not on all games. They're not gonna get 120 on
no,
all
they
games.
didn't. They really didn't. Fortnite, I literally played and I put my FPS on and it's still 60.
Yeah, but I say if you really want to upgrade, go with PC. Don't just wait till the next generation comes out and think that's gonna be a good substitute for your gaming because it's definitely a PC.
Yeah.
I'd say PC is definitely better. You can get like higher quality, even from a person that literally has the next gen. I didn't expect to get it. I was actually hoping to get a PC, but I got surprised with the PS5 and it was pretty cool. But honestly, it's a pretty good substitute for my PlayStation that was really bad because I had it for like at least like I don't know like 5 years.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and if you do want an upgrade from like the old gen and you can't afford a PC, and you really want an upgrade, probably just go with the next gen because that's obviously gonna be the next best thing to PC. But I mean, if you can afford it, you just don't feel like spending money. I would definitely look into PC because there are some PCs that you can get for cheap, but you can't get it for too cheap. If you get it for too cheap, it's just gonna be terrible. But I'd say
Yeah.
So
I
of
mean,
course,
you-
the best option
I mean,
is gonna be PC. The next best is the new consoles, and then a good option that's maybe not the best, but is just like PS4, PS5. I mean PS4,
Okay.
Xbox One, Xbox One X isn't that bad. I don't know. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know if the price has gone down. It was like $500, right? It was a
Yeah.
lot. It wasn't even new. It wasn't
All
even
right,
really
can
next to
we
new.
talk about? I'm gonna switch the subject real quick, but there is a KFC console,
Is
and I
there?
said in the Discord, it's not fake; it's 100% real.
They made a
It,
console.
it's supposed to be it's supposed to heat up your chicken while playing a game at like near
Oh
240
my god, is
FPS.
this real?
Yes, it's
No
real.
Oh my,
way. Wait.
dude, search it up. It looks like an air fryer.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
the
hold on.
heck?
It actually heats up your chicken while gaming. It
What?
has it has ray
Bro,
tracing,
what?
240 FPS with
Here, look, I'm
up
gonna
to
show you the gameplay.
240 hertz output. Enjoy smooth, fluid, high frame rate gameplay up to 240 FPS for all games with support 240 HZ output with on 4K displays. 4K gaming. That's
look, I'm gonna show
4K
you
gaming
this.
is literally
Look,
the same
it
thing
looks like an air
as next
fryer.
gen.
Oh my
It is
gosh, is
basically an air
this
fryer.
what?
They're literally
Dude,
flexible. It's an
no,
i9
I
9th
how?
gen.
can't believe
But
this is
the
real.
thing is that how is it able to? That's
I mean,
weird.
how does it not overheat? Wait, is this
It
already
it
out? Wait, storage is
no.
100 gigabytes.
So
Isn't that just
the
1
way it
terabyte?
doesn't
Or
overheat
no, that's
is that it
1,000
heats up the
gigabytes.
chicken.
Okay. The release date is TBA. Introductory price is TBA. The CPU is an Intel NCU or NUC 9 Extreme Compute Element. The graphics is unspecified, but it's gonna be an Asus. Okay, 240 hertz output at 4K. Manufacturer is Cooler Master. Are you serious? Cooler Master.
Bro.
That's the
They
manufacturer.
actually
It's gonna be
they
terrible.
got
It's gonna be
PC
terrible.
companies to work on with this. Like this
Cooler
is
Master isn't
definitely
really. I mean, yeah, I guess it is known as a PC company, but I mostly literally just know it as literally they make air coolers or air and liquid CPU coolers. That's literally all I know them from. And sometimes I will look at their cases sometimes, but never their
Dude, that's
full
crazy.
PCs. It's gonna be a pre-built. That's so weird. I mean,
it's
a console.
supposed
It's
to
a
be like a
console. Yeah.
console and a PC.
It's gonna,
Also,
I don't think that's gonna. It's
what
gonna
about
work very good.
Stadia? Literally Stadia.
Oh
There
yeah,
was
let's
so
talk
many
about
ads about it.
Stadia. Let's talk about Stadia.
There were so
Stadia
many ads about it.
is.
Oh, the Stadia. What happened to that?
I honestly don't know.
Um,
I don't know if it's doing
Like,
great or
like
kind
it
of
was
failed because
it was popular, and then everyone just stopped
wasn't
talking about it.
It was never popular. Nobody
No,
really.
it was.
It was not really
No.
popular. It was just like, what is this? Like, why?
Yeah, it was like,
why is Google
why does this
releasing
exist?
a
It was
game?
never popular, Spen. It was just there were so many ads for it. People like you were literally forced to look at it. Like you, even if you didn't want to, literally every time you clicked on a video, you see a Stadia ad. It was
Yeah,
very,
even-
very like.
Even
So
like,
many
like
videos
a week
saying
ago, you got
about,
Stadia ads because
Yeah.
they got a new game called Phoenix Rising.
But I got so many. I watched so many videos
But
of
it's
them
literally
saying,
just
like,
I think I like what they were trying to do, and I don't know if they actually completed it or not, but I like what they were trying to have it so that way it's basically every single
Yeah.
one of their consoles that goes out basically is all connected to one thing. So whenever you're downloading things, I think the downloads they said would be faster. And but then again, they're basically streaming the games out to whatever you're playing on. So there's
Yeah.
gonna be latency, there's gonna be lag, things like that. They didn't. I mean, obviously they accounted for, but I don't think enough. Because what I've heard
Also-
is that the latency gets kind of bad sometimes, depending on where you are and depending on your Wi-Fi. And it's not like it's. I don't think it's an actual console, right? It literally just comes with a controller, right? Is that it?
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah, so
controller and
it's not like
plug.
if you're lagging really bad, then you could just plug in an Ethernet cable. It's literally like the console itself is basically somewhere else. That's pretty
People
much
said
what
that
it
it was so laggy,
is.
and also people said that like for Cyberpunk, the best thing to play it on was Stadia. For some reason, like people were saying, it's literally so good to play on Stadia.
Yeah, I
I don't
feel like
know.
people were just memeing. There's no way that Cyberpunk is good to play on Stadia.
People are probably getting paid to say that.
Jeez.
Like,
But here, let's switch over to games. Now, there's one game in particular that has been so talked about, or it used to be. I think everyone kind of gave up on it now. And that game is GTA 6. I don't know what happened to that game.
I don't play GTA 5. I never have and never will because I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, that's a
I played GTA 5 a lot. I played GTA 4 a lot. That's pretty much the only ones that I played. I haven't played the older ones. Like I think I of course played San Andreas. But pretty much 4 and 5 were like the only main ones that I played. And I think 5 came out like, how long ago has it been? Here, let me search it up. I want to see how.
I think it's been 4 years.
No, it's been longer than 4 years, bro. Trust me.
It's been like I don't know.
It's been like 8.
Or I thought it was 2016.
No, it was not 2016.
Yeah, so
GTA 5 came out in
also,
2014.
yeah, it's been so long.
It's been like
People have
7
been
years.
hyping it. People have been hyping it up for like so long. and
GTA
it's just
6?
never come
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
The GTA entire like franchise is a very good franchise. I like it a lot. I like what they did with the GTA Online. I love GTA Online. I like playing it a lot more than I do story mode. It's just a lot more fun to me whenever I play. I don't even know if either of y'all two play, but it's a
never
lot more
played it.
fun. And if y'all haven't, for the 1% of the people who are watching who haven't played, it's basically a game where you rob things and get money. Basically, you just do
I
illegal
think a
things to
lot of
get
people
money.
have heard about it, just never played.
Yeah, a
Like-
lot of people have heard about it. It's a very, very popular game. Pretty much almost the entire franchise is popular. Of course, GTA 5 I think is literally their best game so far.
I feel like
so
maybe
everyone
the
has
whole world
very,
by
very-
now would have
But
heard of it.
if you hit a home run like they did with GTA 5, everyone's gonna be expecting GTA 6 to be amazing. And like, there's been like, I don't know if not leaks, but there's been like developers, or not developers, modders who really hype it up a lot by releasing like these really high quality resolution like 4K things where everything looks so realistic, like the cars look realistic, like it looks like real life, like everything. And then that's like a little bit much because you can't really do much because it's a console game too. It's not like it's only for PC. Now, if it was only for PC, then maybe they could get away with very, very high quality. But for the fact that it's also for console means that they can't get away with that much. I mean, if it's going to be on current gen, which is, I mean, I'm talking about Xbox One, PS4, then they really can't get away with pretty much anything other than what they already have on GTA 5. But if it's going to be only for next gen, they can get away with a little bit more. But I think the fact that it's going to be on console in general is really going to kind of screw them over on what they can actually do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
such a hype game, and literally
It is
for
a
like
very, very hype game, yeah.
literally people have been talking about it for like at least a long time.
They've been talking about it, like literally some people were talking about it like after a year that GTA came out. Of course, everyone was like, nobody was expecting them to release it the year after. They're like, okay, it's going to take some time because this game just came out. They're mostly going to focus on this game. But I don't think anyone expected that game would be out for, what, 7 years? And
No,
they're still, no, it's been 7 years. And
Yeah.
they're still working on it. It's not like they've given up on the game and they're starting on GTA 6. They still post updates a lot on that game. Now, I don't know if they have like two different teams, like here, 2K is very bad at working on different games. I'm just gonna say that instantly. Because they don't have enough developers and they won't hire more developers. But I don't know that about Rockstar because they have Red Dead Redemption 2 that they have to take care of. They also have GTA 5, maybe GTA 6 that they've already started on. Who knows? I don't know if there's been any leaks or anything about them starting or any developers saying anything. But the fact that they're still taking care of GTA 5 a lot, like posting updates, like I think they're posting more than once a month, maybe. I don't know. I don't play GTA 5 that much anymore. But that means that they're not really putting like all their effort into GTA 6. So I don't know why people are still kind of expecting it to come out anytime soon. I mean, if it was, they would pretty much completely. I mean, not completely stop on GTA, the other one. GTA 5, but they would like limit what they're doing. They wouldn't post as many updates
Yeah.
and things like that. So I think just from seeing that, we can pretty much tell that a GTA 6 is not coming for a little bit. And some people, like, there has been some things that, like, I don't know if it was real or not, but there was, like, developers saying that they were going to only put it out after Trump got taken out of office, you know, like, after his term ended. Like, they were saying,
Yeah.
okay, well, I think this was back in, like, 2019, 2018. They were like, we're not gonna release GTA 6 until Trump's taken out of office. Because,
That's
something...
It sounds like a rumor, but I mean,
No,
that
I
sounds
can't
good.
remember if it was real or not. I think it was. I think one of the developers literally because of the politics, because I think the game, you know, it's very weird. I don't know why. I mean, I'll have to try to find that again somewhere on the internet. But I remember seeing something about that, and I was like, okay, it's kind of weird. I feel like they're literally just finding reasons to delay it now. But I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna come out. They're not delaying it. They're just not doing it. I already know they're not doing it. There's no way, because it was like 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago, and it was only the game had only been out for like what 5 years, and I knew everyone knows the game's gonna be out for such a long time before they actually come out with a new one. I don't know how long it took them to come out with GTA 5 after they
Yeah.
came out with GTA or 4, but I think it took a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick because the whole GTA 6 thing, honestly, it's a little bit of a waste, kind of, because nobody really believes that it's gonna come out anytime soon. But some people are, I guess, some people are hoping for it when you honestly shouldn't. It's not gonna come out anytime soon. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's move on. So we just talked about GTA 6. How do y'all feel about remastered games? Like, I'm pretty sure
Mastered?
remastered games. Y'all know what that means, right?
Yeah, I know. I
Um,
don't really know any remastered game. Let me
Like, how do y'all
think.
feel about it in general? Like, do y'all like it when developers will remaster an old game?
Not.
I mean, not all the time
It's
because
cool
sometimes
that how they make a new version of the game, like the Last of Us
Mhm.
and the Crash Bandicoot. I really like that, and I honestly love Crash Bandicoot, and I'm
Did they
so happy that they're
remaster
making.
The Last of Us?
Yeah, they remastered it.
Oh, I didn't even know
And
that.
they remastered Uncharted,
Huh.
and I'm
No,
pretty sure they
remaster.
remastered.
Okay, I think.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't even know that. I did not know they did The Last of Us and Uncharted. Yeah, I didn't know that. But
yeah,
like games like what was I gonna say? I had one game in my head that was remastered.
God of
Um,
War.
was God of War? Yeah, I think it was. But I think
Yeah,
that
Dark Souls.
developers really, when they get a hit game, they're more likely to remaster that game. Like Resident Evil, didn't they remaster that game?
Yeah, the Resident Evil 3 for
Yeah,
sure.
oh yeah, Resident Evil 3 remastered. Saints Row, I think they remastered the fourth one or third one or something.
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
think it
sure
was
they
the fourth one.
remastered literally all of the Uncharted's.
Okay. Yeah, but I feel like developers literally, once they run out of ideas for new games, they just remaster some games. Which I don't like when they
Yeah,
do that, because, I mean, remastered is good, you have better graphics, it's probably new gen instead of like the old gen that the game actually came out on. But no one really needs that. Nobody wants to play the same game over again, especially if you like remastered it and then left everything the same. If you did
yeah,
that,
I feel like
then
you
it's
can
such a
make a
waste.
part two,
Yeah,
like
some
Last of
people.
Us.
I mean, I think some games remastered and then they change some of the story or something. But if you remaster and leave everything the same, I think it's pretty obvious that you really just want to get another big hit because you can't think of any more ideas. And I don't like it when developers or games themselves do that. I think it's just a
Yeah,
waste. Like, you could be thinking of other games, you could be starting on making new games, but you're stuck on your only hit. And I think that's
yeah,
very
like
annoying.
Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare was remastered,
Oh yeah, Modern Warfare was remastered. I forgot about that.
and so was Halo. Halo Master Chief. And honestly, I'm super excited for Crash Bandicoot too. And they remastered the first
Oh
one.
yeah, that game has been remastered so much, hasn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I
But
think
I'm
it got
so, I'm
remastered
so
on like every single generation. I'm not sure though. I haven't really
it's
checked.
been like 8 years since like the last Bandicoot.
I never really
Um,
played any of the Crash Bandits. Like literally, I don't think I played a single one.
really, it's really fun.
Yeah, I know. I probably should, but I just never like. That's only on some. No, I think it's on most. But I never got around to playing it.
Yeah. Also, I spent leave.
He's just gone. Man, are you here? Oh no, I think he had to go somewhere. Okay, one of our hosts is gone. It's just me and Alpha now. All right, but now moving on from remastered games, because there's some companies do it, some don't. But I don't think y'all really play Call of Duty that much, do you? Or do
No,
you?
I'm not really a big Call of Duty fan.
Yeah, I mean, I always loved Call of Duty. It was one of my favorite
I
games
mean,
growing
I'll
up,
play it. Yeah,
cause
I've played it before.
it was like I remember the first Call of Duty that I ever got because almost all of the Call of Duties were rated M except for one, which I think it was like Call of Duty. It was one of the very original ones. Like it was, I think it was literally Call of Duty like 2 or something. Like not Black Ops, just 2. Or I think it was either Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, or 4. It was one of those four. And that was the first one I
Yeah,
ever got because it was rated T for teen, so I was allowed to get that one even though I wasn't really a teen. I was like 11 or 10, but that was like the first ever Call of Duty that I ever gotten. And like I remember like playing it every single day with my friends. And then they got a Call of Duty Black Ops, and that changed everything, dude. Because the jump from like the original Call of Duties to the first Black Ops 1 and the second Black Ops and third, it
yeah.
was
But Black Ops
insane.
2, people
But
people
yeah,
say
a
it was
lot
the
of people
best.
saying it was the best. I honestly think that Black Ops 3 was the best. I loved the movement. I loved the boost, the slides, the jumps, everything. The guns, I loved them. I loved the Locust, the sniper, if you know what that is. All the guns, I loved everything about, even zombies, because they remastered some of the zombies maps, and they called it Zombies Chronicles. So they took like, I think they took like 7 or 8 zombies maps, and they just made them so much better. They added new things to them. They made the graphics look better, of course. And I think that was one of the best decisions they've ever made in a remaster. And that literally that took Black Ops 3 from being maybe a little bit below Black Ops 2 to I'd say personally better. But a lot of people do like Black Ops 2, and I can't lie, I love Black Ops 2. It was a very classic game. Everyone played it. It was one of the biggest games before Call of Duty Black Ops 3 because most people, as soon as the new Call of Duty come out, they don't really stay with the old ones too much. I mean, some do, of course, some do. But after like a year of that new one being out, most people are on that new one. Because if you're playing the old one, then it's kind of just a waste of time now. Because every time that a new one comes out, everyone's grinding to get new camos for their guns, get the highest prestige, everything. And if you're on the
Yeah,
old
like
one, then
Call
you're
of
kind of just like you're just sitting in the past, and it's kind of a waste of your time because you can't really do anything. Like most people would play the game to get better and to get better than the other people. But if you're playing the same old game, it's a waste of time. I think it would be better to just switch. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I think definitely my favorite game of Call of Duty franchise would definitely be Black Ops 3. But it's a very very heavy debate. A lot of people like to fight over it and all that, but I'd say Call of Duty Black Ops 3. But
I like I like 2, and I also like 4. 4 is fun.
Black Ops 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. I got it when like it first came out. I think it was like the biggest waste of $60 that I ever spent. It was a good game, but it just
Yeah.
didn't compare to like
At
the other
first.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and Warzone is like so like there's so many Call of Duty games come out like every year,
Oh yeah,
and some
Warzone.
people like hate it how there's like so many games and it's just like so annoying. Like you have to like buy a new game like every single year just to stay on the trend or something.
Yeah.
And I watch this YouTuber, he doesn't like it. He makes fun of it, and it's pretty funny.
Mhm.
Like it's like I'm pretty sure EA is worse than COD. Is EA run? Does EA run COD? I'm not
Uh,
sure.
does it? No, I don't think so. I think
What is it run
most
by?
games that EA runs are literally just sports games and like Star Wars. They run Star Wars. Like I think that's pretty much that's the only two I know right now is like sports games and Star Wars. Obviously, there's more. I've heard of more. I just can't think right now. But okay, outside of Call of Duty, what is your favorite game ever?
My favorite game ever
In its
is
prime or
probably
as of now? Like you could say Fortnite in its prime or some game now or whatever.
Battlefield. But yeah,
Which one?
is it battle? What is the Battlefield? Is that the like the hard one? Okay, it's Battlefield 2. That one's my favorite.
Your favorite game ever?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Also,
played a little bit of 1 and 5, but I've never played 2.
I really like Apex.
Legends. Okay.
It was either 2 or 5. I'm not sure, or
Okay.
2 or 4. I mean. I really liked that. It was so fun.
Okay.
It was like you gotta be a cowboy, and that was so fun.
Dude.
I was like when I was young too. Like I was like at least I don't know 12, and I thought that was so cool being a cowboy.
I
I mean, I
loved
know now
Apex.
that
It was a really fun game. Apex
yeah,
was a very good game when it first came out, and I think some people are saying it got a lot better now, and
Okay, wait.
it's a very
Hello?
solid game. What's up, Sven? Hold
hello.
on.
Hey.
Some people are saying that Apex is like a very solid game now, and that it was really good when it first came out, but obviously developers have had a lot more time to make the game better and things like that. So I've seen a lot
Really?
of
Yeah.
people just say like straight up like, okay, Apex, it was good, but now it's a lot better. And some people make the
Yeah.
argument that it's better than Fortnite in its prime, which I do not agree with that whatsoever. I think Fortnite in its prime
Yeah,
is
it's
literally one of
not
the
really better
hardest
than
games.
time. It's more of a more of a competitive slash like casual. I don't know what to call that. Competitive casual. I don't know. It's like more of a competitive casual, and it's like it's literally such a good game. But sadly, they made the map smaller, and I don't really like that.
Oh, did they? Oh yeah, they haven't really changed the map too much, have they? Or have they?
They
Did they?
did. It's literally a whole entire new map. It's so small.
Oh really? Okay. I
Yeah.
think probably my favorite game in its prime, it's probably Fortnite, like to be 100% honest, or Call of Duty. It's either Fortnite or Call of Duty, because I remember like Fortnite in its prime. I'm talking about like season 3, season 4, not the like 9 or 7 or 9 through 7. I mean 7 through 9. It was decent, but you could tell that it was kind of going down. But no, it wasn't like dying yet. It was never even close to dying. But coming out from season like 4, everyone knew, okay, this is gonna be an amazing season. We hope that the next ones are gonna be as good, but we can't really expect that because this was an amazing season. And
Yeah.
like I was a complete bot in like I think it was like season 3. I didn't know what I was doing. I was literally like the worst player, but it was
Me
so
neither.
much fun. Like literally, we would just sit in the lobbies. I would get destroyed, but I would get destroyed and I would just die laughing, like playing the entire time, and it was so much fun playing it. Because
It
of course
was.
it
It
was
really
prime
was.
Fortnite. It was literally the most fun game ever. And even like my team, because I played with actually like really good people back then. I mean, they're obviously not as good, I don't think, now because they don't play it anymore. But to me, they were really good because they were much better than me. And like they would like start like they would get pretty heated over the game, but it would still be so funny to me. And it was a great game in its prime. So it's
I
either
I'm
that
gonna, you
or
know what?
probably just a Call of Duty. Like,
I
I
started.
played
I mean,
like randoms at first because I didn't really know how to play. So it was like automatically on squads fill, and I didn't really know how to change the game modes because I never played a first person shooter because I was like 10 at the time.
uh,
So I didn't really know how to change it. So I just kept it like that. And there was these like 4 guys, probably in like I don't know middle school, and I thought they were so cool and so funny. They like I was in a bush. I thought it was so secret. Like I thought it was so I was so hidden. And these guys they decided to boogie bomb me, and I thought it was so funny. And they literally carried me to the win. And it was an awesome experience. And I literally thought it was so cool. And honestly, the game was so fun. Like at its prime.
yeah, it was a very
Yeah.
good game in its prime. No one can deny that it was a great game in its prime.
season 10 is whenever it started. I feel like it started like going down
Yeah,
because of Max. And they removed turbo building for 1 day, and then there was just so much.
the turbo building that got me so mad. That was the only thing I was good at. So I
Really
had to quit.
liked season 10 though, because of the map. I loved Neo Tilted. It's one of my favorite maps ever. It's still till this day is one of my
But then they
favorite maps.
removed it for Tilted Town.
Oh, did they? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they removed it. No,
that
no, no,
place
no.
that
They
you
put it
couldn't
back.
build in. No, like after
No,
they
that was
removed
just for an event. I remember that only being for an event. I swear they put it
no,
back.
but it's state no, that was Gotham City. For that was the event one.
No, Tilted was
Yeah.
the
I
zombies
feel,
event, wasn't it?
I feel like the Galactus event was kind of good, but it was kind of weird.
I did not.
The
I didn't even. I did some of the Wait, did I? I don't even think I did. No, I don't think I did the Galactus event. No, I didn't, because I wasn't playing Fortnite at the time. But I watched some
The,
live streams. It was alright, dude. Literally,
the
just
Galactus event wasn't
it
bad.
kind of
event
it
this
was kind of
chapter,
like, eh.
the only good event this chapter was, I mean, the Galactus event was That's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
weird.
it was
And
it was less than
and the
good.
Travis Scott event was literally the best. It was so fun.
Yeah, that was a very
I
good
literally
event. I like that.
I literally
Very
love
good
the
event.
Travis Scott. It was so fun. I played with like Jim Martinez, and I couldn't join Spencer's game because every time that there's like an event or something, it literally it says that he's not online.
Yeah, then it'll say for that you are not online, and all it shows is like either one person or zero people. And
Yeah,
usually that one person's Jay Martinez.
we were in his party.
Like I know, but the thing is that time that didn't show no one. It showed zero friends.
Okay. So,
So
Spin, what was your favorite game? Like your ever? I'm pretty sure I already know what your answer is. I'm just gonna ask.
Fortnite or Minecraft. Like Minecraft is basically kind of like my I played like for a long time. But
Wait,
Mario, I
really
remember
like
that.
No, I used to
I
love
also
Mario.
I remember Mario like like that. I played my first I think my first ever game was Mario on the Wii. Or
Okay.
yeah, it was on like the Wii. And then I'll play Mario with like my family. It was so fun. I would even play and I beat all the worlds and everything. And I loved it. And then I played then I got my Xbox. Then I got a tablet. That's whenever I started Minecraft.
Yes.
And then
I
I went
started
on.
playing on iPad, and it was so fun.
I
I
remember
loved it.
that your world on your iPad. And then I remember how 2018 came. That's whenever I started Fortnite.
Okay. Yeah, I think 2018 was a pretty big year for Fortnite, was it not?
Yes, that was the biggest year for them because they got like 5 point something billion in 1 year.
Yeah.
The World Cup was such a huge thing. Literally, I remember
Oh, that
that.
was
Oh yeah, that was
oh, I
a very
remember
big
that.
thing.
I forgot
Everyone,
about that in last episode. It
Spin, weren't
was
you in the
literally
World Cup before, or was that no? Were you?
I was in a World Cup. I
Were?
wasn't sadly.
Oh, you weren't, or you were?
No, I wasn't
Oh,
because I was
what
in
big tournament were you in before?
FNCS. That's like the second biggest
Eh?
besides World Cup. That's the
Oh,
biggest.
you were in that tournament.
Yeah, I was in there.
What did
I
you
actually did pretty good.
place?
I think I qualified like a good amount, but then I didn't make it finals. Sad. I know sad day. That was like season 2, chapter 2, though.
uh, well, honestly, I feel like a lot of games came out and they were literally so good. Like Apex came out, Valorant came out,
Yeah, that was
Among
a
Us.
very good year for gaming in general.
Yeah, this year was so good. I mean, not as
This year,
in like
no.
quarantine,
What
as
were you
in
asking?
gaming.
Wait, what happened to PUBG?
I have not heard anything about PUBG in so long, dude.
I know, like
PUBG is
every
dead.
time I'm on, like I'll be on
PUBG's
YouTube or
dead.
something. Never PUBG. I mean, that's unless you're on like YouTube stories, then you'll see some PUBG. But like
Yeah,
usually
like,
those are mostly people in the East, not in the West. They're mostly in the East.
I never
Fucking
hear anything about PUBG. That game died.
and no,
I mean, it was
that just
never really a very big game. I mean, I think it was a little bit, but it was never like, it was never
not like,
Apex size. It was never Call of Duty size. It was definitely not Fortnite size.
and it was not
It was an
Minecraft.
okay game. It was never that good. It reminded
I don't
people
know.
of like an off-brand type Fortnite when it first came out, but everyone realized it's not even close to Fortnite. It was never
Y'all
a good
remember
game.
that one came out
H1N1?
before Fortnite. People were saying that it's a knockoff of that. I remember that. People were like, "Oh yeah, this game is literally so bad because it's literally a knockoff of Fortnite. Oh, never do good."
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
a
remember
very,
that.
very weird game. I did not like that game. I played it on mobile like 2 times and I didn't like it.
I don't know why.
It was a very easy game though. Like I remember both times I played, I got the win and I had like 11 kills. And everyone knew that it was a very easy game to play, but nobody knew why. Like there was no competitive players. There was no good players in general. Everyone was just terrible. It was very weird.
Yeah, I feel like that game was literally so. It was kind of popular at the time, and it was so weird how it was free on mobile, but like
Yeah, for console it was like
for console it's
$60.
like $30,
Yeah.
and that was literally
Did you know
so.
that Fortnite lost like over 100 million players, or like or a few millions like from the mobile community
Oh yeah,
on
because
Fortnite
they took off
because
Apple.
of the yeah.
They
I mean,
banned them.
honestly, yeah. There's a
Even
lot
my
of.
friend that used to play on mobile, he quit even before the thing. Like,
Jeez.
remember Couch Potato?
I
Yeah.
remember him.
Yeah, he quit. I don't know.
He
I haven't
was
talked to him in a while.
Well,
Yeah,
didn't you say he was your friend from school?
yeah.
Well, here, let's move into the final topic that we have. We'll probably just keep talking about random stuff after this topic. But Rogue Company, the game that we're currently playing. Literally, we
Woo.
just started playing this game, and I don't like the gameplay itself. I can't even lie. I don't like the
Literally,
way.
I'm actually getting bored.
Yeah, like it's very boring. Like we're just playing this game for some gameplay in the background, but it low key got really boring, really fast.
Yeah,
That's why, like, if you go back into video, you'll see us like sitting in the lobby for like 20 minutes, like after like a round, because the game is kind of boring. But I do like the way the game is, basically, or the developers, because we looked earlier and there's a Doctor Disrespect skin, and that was pretty
Yeah.
nice. Like, I love that they did that, because not even Fortnite would give Doctor Disrespect a skin. I mean, I think he quit Fortnite like a while ago, didn't he? But still,
Yeah.
he was a big
After
YouTuber.
like,
He was a big streamer when like a while ago. Like he was
yeah,
even when he was a big Fortnite YouTuber or streamer,
Yeah.
he still didn't get a skin. Ninja did. I feel like they really just pick favorites and give them the skins, and I don't like they do that.
Well,
like, even
before they
Or
even
they
yeah,
do what will make them look good. Like they did. They literally did. What's her name for? Just I'm pretty sure. I'm just saying because I didn't know of her. A lot of people didn't even know who she were.
loser fruit.
Loser fruit. Yes.
I knew her before, but honestly, I didn't really watch
I
her.
didn't even know she was
I'm
a
gonna be-
Like I'm pretty. Most people who did know her, I don't think they knew that she actually played Fortnite like that. But
I did
I'm
not
pretty
even
sure.
know
I'll be honest. They literally just doing it to suck up to the LGBTQ plus community. It's literally that's what I'm saying is the only reason. It might not be. Maybe she's just a really good Fortnite player, but from what I've seen,
Yeah. I don't know why they don't give like Laser Beam a skin if they give like another Australian woman
yeah,
a skin.
Laser Beam is also a very big YouTuber. I think Lachlan does. Lachlan have a skin? Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Got
He
a
does.
skin.
And then laser beam doesn't.
For some reason, literally, okay, I mean, not Pokemon. Loser Fruit kind of makes sense, but why Greg FG? Literally, nobody knows him.
Wait, he got a skin?
Oh,
Yes,
I mean, I mean because he's more in like how do you say? Isn't he in like Mexico? Like
I don't know.
Why does that matter?
because, well, I'm just saying because like he's more of a how do you say? He isn't. Maybe a lot of people don't really know him because they don't watch him because
I mean,
he's more. Maybe they just don't. They don't understand him because he speaks a lot of Spanish more than English.
I speak a little bit of Spanish. I just don't watch him. Like, period. Even if he speaks English, I wouldn't watch him. He's not that funny or entertaining. No offense to him. Actually, he's pretty entertaining. I don't understand his jokes, but he laughs at them. So
Yeah, like I was saying, Rogue Company. I don't like the game itself. I do not like the gameplay. It's very boring. But I think the
someone's
developers
glitching.
are doing good.
Someone
I
was
don't like
like,
the game. I don't like the gameplay itself, but I like the way the developers are. They're actually rewarding their streamers for staying loyal and bringing more people to the game, which is a very good thing. Most developers do that. If you have a big streamer or even a small streamer who's just getting big like game not gameplay, what is it called, they're pulling a lot of people to your game, you should really reward them. I mean, you don't have to make them a skin. I know that's a lot of progress, but at least like not just completely ignore them or something. I just don't like when the developers don't think they don't think they're the players, because without the players their game wouldn't be big and they literally wouldn't have any money. And so if there's streamers that are bringing them a lot of players, I definitely think that they should not maybe get on their hands and knees and thank them a lot, but at least do something nice for them.
yeah, I mean,
They're one of
Fortnite
the
does
biggest
do
reasons.
the bundle, but it's just so bad.
Yeah, they
Like,
do things, but like I said, they don't do things right. Like I said, like what most
they
of the
didn't
video
even
was for yesterday, they
get
just compromise.
they didn't get his locker right?
Yeah, they didn't
He
even get his
doesn't-
look. He doesn't wear that combo.
No, he wears only the skin. Everything else does not match
Yeah,
the
for
back
real.
bling.
They didn't
The,
take any time. They're just
I don't even think he wears the back bling. I mean, unless he does, but if he does, that is not the back bling. I know that. That is That's an ugly combo too. So
Yeah.
especially the pickaxe.
Yeah, but the game is very good. Any developers, I don't think you're watching, but if any developers happen to watch, please reward your streamers because streamers are a very big part of a game. With most games, like small games, there will be a couple streamers to really bring in viewers and players for your game. So if that is actually happening, like Among Us was an okay game. It didn't really pull too much until streamers really started playing it. And then a lot of people started playing it because those streamers brought in more streamers, and those streamers brought in more. I mean, that's how this entire like Corpse, Ikuno, Brook, AB, them, all of them. That's how that entire group is created, and they're all pulling they all have like millions of subscribers, pulling so many people to the game. And I think they were rewarded, right? They did get I think they got like their own like accessories. But I don't know if that was a mod. I think that was a mod though. But
Yeah.
Among Us,
I mean, still,
Among Us
it's
is
only
like
3 people on the game, so it takes a long time. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be an update. I don't really
but
play the
they
game anymore.
like their TikTok. They always say they're gonna get some new things in. They're not. I mean, the game's honestly, it is dying. It's not dead. I mean, it's far.
It's 14 on Steam, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like the game's not dying. It's just like losing popularity.
Fortnite, you mean?
Because I mean, it's still like on popularity. Like, it's still very popular.
Still a good game, but
I'm gonna be honest, Fortnite, I like it. I like the whole competitive, but a lot of people think competitive killed Fortnite. That's another thing. A lot of people think.
I feel like Fortnite.
Wait, what?
I feel like creative killed Fortnite.
Oh, creative,
Really?
because not even gonna lie, that actually kind of makes sense because that's once it came out, that's whenever everyone started becoming really good because like they'll practice a lot, and you have 3 hours.
You should blame that. I don't think I'm not gonna blame creative. It was a good move on them. They gave people a place to train without having to go into lobbies and stuff like that.
Do that, but it just caused more sweats. I mean, like it's not their fault for adding it, but I mean that was like one of the that's how sweats were created.
Well, I mean, it's just the smart people took advantage of it, and I'm not gonna say not so smart people, but the casuals didn't really see it as an opportunity to get super better. They just saw it as an opportunity to have fun. Which is the difference between gamers in general. There's gamers who just want to have fun because it's a video game.
Then there's some who just want
to. And then there's ones who just want to get really good. Become the best player at the game that they're playing. And they don't ruin it for others. But if you're doing that and then you're getting to casual games, I don't like that. If you're competitive and you can tell when you're a competitive player. Like Spent knows he's a competitive player. He doesn't call himself casual. He knows that he loves to play the game competitively.
Yep.
And he will play casual, but it's Fortnite. All the competitors are on casual.
I feel like
I'm just saying, if you're if you know you're competitive, don't go into a casual game trying to up your rank or whatever. Don't do that. Just go into a competitive game. If you're the worst one there, then so well. You chose to be a competitive player. You're gonna have to get better that way. You don't get better by just sweating on the casuals who want to have fun. That's not how a game's supposed to work.
Like me, that's what whenever
that's
I play
how you
by
ruin
myself,
a game.
I always do
That is
arena.
literally how you ruin a game.
I always just do arena or tournaments. That's what I do.
This has been fun. I think if y'all are ready, we can probably just end the podcast here.
Alright.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go down to all of our main channels, me, Spin, and Alpha. Go subscribe. If you have any comments or if you have any suggestions or questions, please drop a comment down below and we will be trying to reply to all of them. Thank y'all so much. Goodbye.